So this is the other game of Memory Snow that I played. I'm playing against Bofuri. Um, my friend here who's playing Bofuri, Jung, he is running the level 1 maple that lets you salvage a character. The character that you can salvage depends on the number of the level 1 climax combo card you have in your waiting. So if you have like two of the level 1 combo in waiting, you can salvage a level 2 or lower. If you have three, you can salvage a level 3 or lower, and so on. And then he's running the early play maple that basically lets you wall. He starts off with I have no idea who that character is. I actually don't watch this show, but that card on reverse you can basically look it up to three at a climax. Here I use my Rem effect to look it up to three cards and then add a character and then pitch a card. I pitch climax and then I play another one and then I grab the rabbit. I pitch another climax. Huh, I'm already out like four. It's a good thing I'm playing Memory Snow. Very good at milling the deck, so it's not too big of an issue here. I opt to I guess here I'm opting to crash my bunny because I don't want to kill that level 0, deny Jung from having the ability to get a climax. And then here I clock myself, send the bunny to memory, add a level 1 Rem combo. Makes sense. So I've actually recorded a lot of matches for Memory Snow, and then I've actually ended up deleting those recordings because I always got the bunny effect wrong. I thought it was a pay one sent to memory. So this is like this is like probably like my sixth Memory Snow matchup recording. I messed up the effect like 3 times. Anyways, it's a triggered a choice climax. I'm actually not. I don't remember what that card on the right does. And then here he's deciding whether or not he wants to swing. And then he opts to not swing. He wants to keep me at level 0, which makes sense. He was asking if I had any Ricky effects. I told him that my bunny is like a delayed Ricky effect. Well, it's not exactly a Ricky effect, but the timing of taking the damage is unfortunately past main phase, so it's not as good. So then with that information, he opts to not attack. Just a good choice. Level 1 is a pretty big spike for most decks. You get access to your level 1 climax combo. So if possible, you usually want to try and hit level 1 first. Here I use .ram, look at top 2. And then I play my brainstorm. Very nice brainstorm. Anti-standby. And then got canceled. Again, I'm leaving that level 0 on board. I do not want to give my opponent the ability to grab a climax. Though at this point he's probably actually he's been triggering canceling a lot, so maybe it's not as easy. Believe he's okay, so he's brainstorming. And Jung is now at 1-2, so he is going to opt for his level 1 combo first. 1k1. And then the effects is that he reveals how many of the climax he has in waiting. And then on play of climax, he can choose to salvage a card of the number of climaxes, the level 1 climax in waiting or lower. And then since he has 2 of the maple level 1 combos, he can salvage 2 characters. And then he triggers one. So he adds his early play to hand. Cancelled by me. And then the other part of the Maple is that when you reveal the early play Maple, you can pump your power of your level 1 Maples until the end of the opponent's turn. I think it was 1/5 per card per copy revealed. It's pretty nice, I guess. Kind of a drawback, but if you can pump your power by a lot, hopefully it stays on board longer, because that's a lot of bricks in your hand. So yeah, currently I'm at 1/5. Ate a lot of damage. So this is the RAM sent to memory. Here I'm counting number of cards left in my deck, trying to... Oh right, what the heck? Did I not... I guess I didn't use the... I guess I chose to look at 0. I mean, technically it's still allowed, but it's kind of a weird play by me. Because it's up to 3, so I can choose to look at 0. But, like, why? Why? Pass me, why would you do this? Doesn't matter. I mean, my goal was to mill out the deck, and then... That's what Rem is good at doing. Here I'm asking for combo effects. Okay, so my deck was milled out, and then I go on refresh. Yeah, that's one of the things I really like about just kind of blue decks in general, especially the one that lets you mill. You can just go through your deck really fast, and then yeah, the more times you refresh, the better compressed your deck will be. You want to try and compress as much as you can going into, like, you know, mid level 1, early level 2. Preferably you want to refresh by the time you hit level 2, I think, usually. That's just because most early play heal conditions are 2 or less climaxes and waiting. Took refresh damage. So yeah, the timing of my refresh is pretty nice. The timing of Jung's refresh is also really nice. He gets that early play Maple. Combo is what was it again? It gets power, and then until the opponent's next turn, the character across from it gets -2 soul. So yeah, pretty good wall. It's an okay wall. It's you know, if you bounce it, blink it, kind of unfortunate. Let's see here. So right now, Jung is gonna start turtling. That's basically his end game plan. So he wants to try and keep those Maples on board for as long as possible, which is pretty doable. They become, like, I think 11 to 12k, which is doable at level 2. Maybe if I played standby, it might be a bigger threat, but you know, against Memory Snow, it's very doable. The highest card in my Memory Snow deck was the early play Milia 9/5, so that is a pretty disgusting card to deal with, at least for my deck. Here I'm canceling quite a bit. Then Jung gets the effect off, adds a climax. So now that Maple has character across from it gets -2 soul. So most likely, unless I have the early play Amelia and then I want to sack it, I probably will lose out on damage for 1 attack. Play Ram, Brainstorm. for search brainstorm. Yep, opt for search brainstorm. I guess I'm looking for a specific card because I think at this point the waiting room might be a better option. Probably looking for .ram. So .ram allows you to look at the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck, and then on a cancel, you can send her to stock. So it's a very good level 0 card. I'm guessing at this point of the game, I'm expecting my opponent to be somewhat compressed. Oh, I guess it's just hold on to later. So early play heal effect, not a level 0, cannot bounce to stock. Yeah, I guess I'm holding on to the .ram for later. Currently the opponent's at level 2, 0 damage. Two, 3. So this is gonna be nothing. 2, 3. And I'll have to side there, because you're not gonna swing for any damage anyway. There's no point in crashing. You might as well keep it on board for a while longer. Who knows? So level up for Jung. He's now level 3. He can now play. Oh, that card. That card he just played, Backline, allows him to play. He can pick one card on board, and then he can play a copy of that same card from waiting or from hand. I think that was it. He's looking it up right now. The Bofuri backline assist, but I guess he opts to not use it. Or maybe that was a different card. Never mind. I think that was a different card. Yeah, should probably. Okay, that card is anti-change bottom deck. So he's definitely going to be using it against the early play Milia. Rest. Oh yeah. So so tap, pitch 2 characters, pick one card. Pick one card on board, play it onto your stage. That exact copy on stage. This is the bottom decker. Get some nice cancels in. Currently, I am at 2-6. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 2, 5. 2, 5. Jung is at 3. He's gonna be at 3-1 at least at the end of the turn because he can only stick 1. So .ram can look at top. So I'm opting in to do another rem combo. Punch. So this will be a search brainstorm. I rested 2. The ram in the back is a tap self salvage brainstorm. The rem in the back is a rest 2 search brainstorm. The rem has anti-standby, but it's not really relevant in this matchup, so I use both of the brainstorms. Against standby decks, having 2 of the rem brainstorms is actually really strong. You basically prevent your opponent from standbying their good cards. So very interesting rogue deck, I guess, option against standby decks. Standbys are becoming pretty popular in EN as well, so I don't know. In my opinion, I think Memory Snow could be a okay rogue deck. That's about it. You can play around it though, so it's It's still a good set, but like I don't know, it has too many other losing matchups in my opinion. And then mid game is a little could be better. Refresh into climax, classic, classic. And then what are we doing here? So cancel and then send to stock. And then combo. Ooh, 2 climax milled. For nothing, and then direct combo. So currently I am out 1, 2, 4 climaxes right now. So there's still 4 more in deck. That deck looks really, maybe like a, I don't know. Okay, so 3 out now. So 5 out. So there's 3 more in that deck. That looks like maybe like a 20 card deck. Oof, and then Jung eats this. And then he's now at 3, 1, 2, 3, 5. 3, 5. 3, 5. So, and he clocks 3, 6. This is pretty scary for him, honestly. Very scary for him. And then he repeats his level 3 combo. He's just trying to wall, honestly. Cancel. Nice. Cancel. Nice. So yeah, like, Memory Snow. Just reiterating. I just really love, like, the milling capabilities of it. You just go through your deck so fast. And then you can, it's pretty easy to compress, I think, as well. And then, like, yeah, your cancelings will just be more consistent. Because each time you go through your deck, ideally the deck should be more compressed as well, because more shit will be in your stock, more stuff will be in your hand with each refresh. That's hopefully the case. But yeah, so play Amelia. Do not get that's level 1, do not get send it to stock. Play dot ram. So here, 1 clean, 1 climax. Opt to put clean on top, and then 1. Okay, so this is a huge misplay on my part. I actually just threw right here. So I fronted with the rem on the level 1 maple, and then Jung plays a anti-damage punch, so then now all my cards will deal 0 damage. The correct play here was to use the 3/2 Milia, side the 1/0 maple, and then guaranteed 1 damage. Because I knew I think that was the last card of my deck, or maybe not, but I don't remember how I checked. I think I knew which trigger I had. So yeah, that play right there, yeah, very bad. That was a huge misplay. I actually could have won the game there if I didn't misplay there. But yeah, in the late game, always try to side if possible. In the late game, you want to stick as little damage as possible, and then you want to side wherever possible. Just because, if you side, your opponent can't play punches. I could have just won the game there, but I trolled. I wasn't thinking straight. I swung with the zeros. This is very sad to watch. But yeah, the correct play was to side on the Amelia against the maple, and then that would have been game right there. So, yeah, biggest takeaway there. But and then at this point, the game is entirely in Jung's favor. Very high chance that he will just win here. But yeah, while this last attack is going through, Just, oh my god, I can't believe I threw that. Refresh. But all of these will be for lethal, and then that's another thing you want to do. You want to always swing for lethal when possible, which is you swing for the exact amount of damage that will kill your opponent. You never want to try your best not overswing. But yeah, the game is over here. I lose. This was definitely a winnable game. But yeah, that was Memory Snow versus Bofuri. That was the last game of Memory Snow I played. The deck is now in my friend's place. Hopefully, he's having a lot of fun. It's a I think it's a pretty straightforward deck and pretty fun too. So I if you do like, just if you like decks that just constantly go through your just constantly milling and then just have like somewhat good refresh rates. I think Memory Snow is okay. It loses to a lot of meta sets like Data Live, and I think it will struggle against like Fate. It'll lose to Sunshine, stuff like that. But I think overall still a pretty fun set. It's also really good against standby decks if you run the Rem Brainstorm. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I will be uploading a Sunshine video next. It's not a very, it's a pretty sad match, but it was in retrospect I think it's pretty sad, but currently I find it very funny, so I'm gonna upload it next. But yeah, all right, thanks.